Welcome to my video on minimum word problem level 2, number 1. The first of 2 minimum word problems I'm going to do. A company produces stainless steel boxes that have a square base, no top, and a volume of 13.3 cubic feet. Find the minimum amount of steel needed to produce a box. Note, the steel is cut from sheets of the same depth. So it's a box, and it has, let's see, we'll draw the box like this, give it a front, and we'll give, here we go. The box looks something like this. And it says the box has a square base, so that means we can make the box, the base and the bottom, X and X, because it's a square base is a square, both all sides are equal, so these two are X and X. And it didn't say anything about the height, so we'll let the height be H. And it says now that the volume is 13.5. And we know that the volume of a box, of a rectangular box, is L times LWH. And so that means 13.5 equals LWH. Oh, and I just momentarily forgot to put that the length is X, the width is X, and the height. So 13.5 X squared times the height. So that means the height could be expressed as 13.5 divided by X squared. So we want to find out the amount of steel that's going to make this box. So remember, there's no top, there's a bottom, and there's 4 sides. So really, the amount of steel, I would say the amount of steel is really talking about the SA, the surface area. And so the surface area, if we look at the surface area, we have the bottom and we have 4 sides. There's no top. So the bottom is a square, which is X squared, and the 4 sides, all the sides, each face here, this is X times H. This is an H, so this one is an X times H. The back side here, that's an X, so that's an X times H, and the back one right here is an X times H. So all heights are the same, so all 4 sides is 4 times X times H. And so we have the surface area. Right now the surface area is a function of X and H. So if we change H to 13.5 over X squared, then we have the surface area as a function of X. So the X cancels out, so I get 4 times 13.5 is 54. I forgot I was forgetting the I didn't see the, wasn't looking for the 4 there. That's 54 over X. 4 times 13.5 is 54 over X. So we simplify this because we want to do the derivative, because we haven't learned the quotient rule yet. But so the derivative is, not the derivative yet, X to the 1 is X to the negative 1. So now we can do the derivative of the surface area, and that's a 2x and negative 1 times 54, negative 54x to the negative 2. Again, we're looking for the minimum amount, and the minimum amount is in relation to the tangent, and the tangent is 0, so that means that the derivative is equal to 0, so 2x minus 54 x to the negative 2 is equal to 0. So that's 2x plus 5 over x squared is equal to 0. We can multiply through by x squared, so we multiply x squared by each term, so we get 2x cubed. X squared times 5 over x squared is 5, and we get, oh, that's, better be careful, that's a 54 over x squared. I almost made that error. And again, x squared times 0 is 0, so we get 2x cubed equals 54. X cubed divided by 2 is 27, and x is the cube root of 27, so x is equal to 3. And we want the minimum amount, and which is the surface area, so the surface area is defined, let's take this one here simpler, x squared plus 54 over x. So that's x squared is 3 squared plus 54 over 3. So that gives us 9 plus 54 divided by 3 is 18. 9 plus 18 is 27. And it's an area and it's in feet, so that surface area is square feet. So the minimum amount of material on the sheets that we need is 27 square feet to make a box that has all this information with the volume. I didn't take the 3 and sub in, find each part. I subbed it into the simplified form here for surface area. I didn't need to get the area of the base and then the area of one side multiplied by 4. I just subbed it in here because this expression takes care of the bottom and the 4 sides. So the answer is 27. And again, if you're liking the video, click the like button, click the subscribe button. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my video, and the content. The content that's on my YouTube channel is all Math Fully Explained, just one word. Thank you for viewing my video. Hope the video helped you. Bye-bye.